Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? In today's episode, we're going to have the siege for Helm's Deep. We're going to have the battle for the Hornburg. So, welcome back to my Third Age Total War Mordor campaign on DAC AGO. Hopefully, we can have a couple good battles against Rohan in the next couple of videos. So, we've got Guthmog here, the aggressor with a full stack. He's going to siege out the Hornburg, and King Ericbrand is inside. Theoden King must have got taken out by Isengard. Eormund is inside, no Eomer in sight. We're about 70 turns into our campaign. Gondor has fallen. We fought off the Blue Wizards in the last. We have the Inquisitor heading towards Edoras as well, with 2 full stacks. And Hammon is currently in Edoras, and Prince Aldwulf is there as well. Yeah, they must have got smashed by Isengard early on in this campaign. So, let's fight this one at the Hornburg. Let's build some siege equipment and have the battle for Helm's Deep. Okay, so fresh after conquests in Minas Tirith and Gondor, we're in the turn and continue, of course. Let's play with Guthmog's full stack gold chevron army. So the Hornburg is under siege, as you can see, and no reinforcements coming. Sometimes you can get attacked. So this should be a good fight. We outnumber them slightly. There's some Hornburg defenders. But let's have our first major battle against Rohan. Alright, let's start the deployment here. So most of our guys are gold chevron. These orcs, Easterlings and men of Harad would have had vast military experience. They took East and West Osgiliath. Some might have even been present in the siege of Calandros and Pelagrium, maybe even Minas Tirith. So, Gondor has been completely destroyed. We're still continuing on our short victory conditions, which is 40 regions, and to take out Gondor and Rohan. We've done Gondor, but there's only the Helm's Deep and Edoras before we can claim our victory conditions. We might have even hit 40 regions, I can't remember. We could have well done. So, we'll chuck 4 of our units onto these ladders, and then we'll get the rest of our infantry to form up just behind and reinforce, and we'll move up our skirmishers as well. Okay, we'll have 2 units go for the battering ram, just in case. And we'll get our archers as well. Perfect. We've even got some sort of explosion throwers as well. So what's left back here? Just some eastern cavalry and Guthmog himself. Okay, so let's move you there. Alright, let's start the battle for the Hornburg. Mordor besieging Helm's Deep. I wouldn't have expected to see Easterlings attack the Hornburg, but this time around Mordor has managed to defeat Gondor and swarm on into the Westfold. Let's move up these archers here as well. But here is Guthmog and his Morgul chosen. He's been the conqueror, he's been the sacker, now he's the aggressor. We've got some Haradrim lancers far from their home, but it's a new home now, you would think. The Easterlings and Haradrim would adapt quite quickly to the open fields in Rohan. Okay, moving up 2 battering rams at the same time, just in case we need the second. Archers here as well. But let's have a look at the defenders. So we've got some Hamlings holding, and whoa! They have thrown the majority of their units into the gateway there. So here is the battle for Helm's Deep. The battle for the Hornburg is about to begin. It's a daytime siege, so at least we can see clearly what's going on. We're making up our way through the narrow causeway, and they do have some archers holding and a Rohan unit. But this, yeah, I guess this isn't technically the first time we played against Rohan. Although it's our first major battle against them, we fought Rohirrim in the siege of Minas Tirith when they came flying on in as reinforcements, which happened in episode 2. Okay, so we're not going to need that secondary ram here. We can drop that and just let the other one go up there. So our orc boys are swarming onto the walls of the Hornburg. And we'll create a nice little flanking maneuver if they can get up and over. So the Marauders are carving through the Rohirrim now, like carving a cake. Let's get stuck into these archer units. We've lost 3%. You got to give it to the defenders. They're making us work for this one. Some poor Uruk just got absolutely dropped there. We've got some Sauron's Will now pushing towards the gateway. Only a matter of time before we break that down.
Our men have reached the gate with the battery.
Okay, come on, hurry up and attach it. There we go. They just got archers on the top as well. Thankfully, they haven't got too many sort of defensive equipment. Right, why are we struggling to push against these hamlings here? Is it because of the attack order? Maybe just try... Yeah, there we go. Now you're going to go. If I give you order to charge up and over the walls, then you'll do it. Yeah, and I give an attack order there, it doesn't do it. Yeah, we'll just form like that. On the other side of the Hornburg. Those archers may well eventually get off the walls. They're just struggling to hit them. For whatever reason. That's strange. There's only 88 of them. Like I said, most of the defenders are sitting there. Oh, we've broken on through. And let's send everybody on in. Let's group them up and hit those Rohan bodyguard holding. They're getting some nice skirmisher shots off here. But the castle is breached. Flee for your lives. Sauron's Will, which is a heavier unit, now pushing in. 6% to their 3, so... The banner of Mordor is fighting with the banner of Rohan, hopefully. I can bring down the Rohirrim. They did a little bit of a charge out there, which is probably not a bad idea for them. Okay, how well are we doing over here? Yeah, we're just struggling to go against those units. We might be better off just to push further up. I might try and move my archers in as well. Let's switch them back to a tight formation rather than lose. It's still quite close. 55% in our favour. We'll bring in the archers because they might be able to arc their shots up and over and get rid of these guys that seem to be stuck for some reason. Our infantry has progressed up to the gateway. And they seem to be contesting it quite well. Oh, enemy general fallen. Eamund is now defeated. That's good. That's a good scout for us. We'll move Guthmog up to give some additional reinforcements. We might as well bring some of that cavalry in as well. It's just sitting back, so we might as well swing it on up. So we've got Easterlings, men of Harad, and some orcs just trying to push through the gate of the Hornburg here. My archers are nearly here, so they'll give us a bit of help. We'll be able to hit these units that are creating a little bit of a defense here, because there's another gateway. Well, there's no wall gate on it, but there's a doorway up here we can get to the town square. So let's try and form up my archers and units here. Yeah, they're just like we'll send one unit to just try and deal with those hamlings on the wall. It looks like they're kind of bugged a bit, but a good charge here from these Rohan defenders. And we'll give out some attack orders here as well. So get my archers to get their shots, because they haven't been too impressive in this one. My archers, they haven't needed to arc their shots. Drop a quick morale buff here. 17 to 30. Oh, we're really progressing quite nicely here. We're slowly but surely pushing back the defenders. We've just got the quality over them. My archers are now starting to hit these units that are holding up the hill. Trying to stop the second pronged attack, making it into the Helms Deep town square. But yeah, Rohan have been very much under the pump for this series. Oh, hang on, we've got some marines here with missiles, explosions. Not the best. Throwing those bombs away. Okay, let's get my archers. Except for you, yeah, there we go. And try and hit the back unit. Because even if they miss and those arrows fall a little bit short, it's going to be guaranteed to hit some enemy Rohirrim. That's what I want. That's a bit better. They were struggling to arc their shots up and over the walls. We're fully surrounding these hamlings down the walls. We seem to be carving them up, which is good. It's taken a little bit, but we're going against them. Oh, wild explosions going on here. And we've nearly broken on the way through. It's definitely swung about 60% within our favour. These peasant militia just holding. But once we've taken the Hornburg, that's a massive fortress gone. They don't have too many. Rohan, because fortresses are really important, especially in medieval too. Like, we're going to be able to cut off a lot of their recruitment capacity in the Westfold. And then what we'll do, we'll push on to Edoras and try and take the last little bits of their territory. And then that should be it. Okay, 78% of their 38. And there are a couple more holding here on the gateway. They've fled some back. My infantry are starting to make their way up the hill against these defenders. Archers now, instead of hitting that back unit, try and hit that cavalry there that's now sitting. So you're getting some pretty decent shots off on those Rohirrim. They're dropping like flies up on the wall here. They're very exposed. We've nearly destroyed all of them there. There's only 2 left in that unit. Come on, another decent volley would be great. Oh wow, we've nearly won there. We've got plenty of time on our side as well. So we don't need to rush to the town square. Okay, we've won here on the walls. And we're about to progress up through the 2 gateways here. So it was the men on the walls to get into the town square first and initiate the countdown. So 40 minutes, we'll start the countdown. I don't think we'll need it. So there seems to be 1 unit left, and it's on the first ring of the Hornburg. So we'll keep a couple units there, just to continue the 40-minute countdown before we can take the settlement, but we'll just grab a couple of the... Like, I think what I'll do is I'll move this infantry out, and we'll grab the cavalry in, just to keep that countdown going. Because you never know, sometimes... Yeah, we need the countdown to be going while we're finishing off this last unit. You never know, sometimes units can get bugged and fall through the walls and stuff. But we should be alright to win this one. It hasn't hit halfway yet. So we've got some Haradrim infantry surrounding. Oh, it's the Eastlings as well. Oh my god, is he being cursed? Has he been hexed? He's going insane. T-posing there like that. And there's also some over here as well. The Eastlings are doing quite well in the dying embers of this battle. We are carving through the last of the hamlings. We're going to be able to make our way into the throne room and then into the caves if we need to. Plenty of cavalry to give chase through the caves. 50% of their 96. So a good victory for Gothmog. Another victory to his name. And Helm's Deep as a settlement in Sauron's crown. We're really going around. We're really going around, getting sort of the jewels of Rohan and Gondor, like the Infinity Stones. We've got the Minas Tirith, Calandros, Osgiliath, Pelargir, and now Helm's Deep as an Infinity Stone. We just need 1 more before we get Edoras. Because we're basically about to pretty much defeat most of the men of the West. Okay, there goes the general there. 55 to 99. Not too bad. So let's end the battle there. Clear victory in the end against the Rohan King, Ericbrand. Okay. So we've taken the Hornburg now. The King of Rohan is dead. And yeah, we'll exterminate there because we want to be able to control it and bring it under Mordor control. And we'll build a Shrine of Melkor as well. We'll try and replenish and repair where we can. Alright. Sweet. So, I think what we'll do now is we'll play the battle for Edoras and finish off the last of Rohan, get rid of their capital in the next episode. So stay tuned for episode 6 coming out soon when we have the battle for Edoras, and we should have enough settlements to probably wrap up the campaign as well. So thank you very much for watching today's video and the battle for Helm's Deep. Hope you guys enjoy Stay tuned for more videos on the channel, of course. I want to do more on Third Age Total War, so let me know feedback and suggestions. I'm tempted to be maybe doing my next series on the dwarves, elves, basically one of those two. Or like the goblins, or maybe like Angmar in the north. I'm not entirely sure. One of those two. No particular order. Let me know in the comments. Alright, got to say thank you to this month's channel patrons and members. I'm going to play the outro now. Thanks guys, take care, stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Goodbye. Unfortunately, it's time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Check out my social media links in the description below if you'd like to stay connected with me. Let me know feedback and suggestions for the video. Got to say a huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Victor K, Sebastian C, Jordan K, Caesar L, Brian S, Tal, Liam B, Kyle P, Tom C, and Wyatt P. But thanks guys, my name has been Simpzy, much love from Australia, goodbye.